Compression will be an audio technique that you will use a lot within audio production. Luckily, it is very easy to do within FL Studio. The mixer window allows you to insert compressors onto specific track channels and modify the settings with ease. Compression is a technique that essentially allows you to automatically level out the volume of a sound, bringing down the loud parts and then increasing the gain of the entire sound. It is very widely used in electronic music and used in all music at the mastering stage. In order to demonstrate this, we can use the default Fruity compressor included with FL Studio. First of all, make sure you've loaded up the exercise files so that we've got the piano sound linked to the Insert 12 on the Fruity mixer window. Then what you want to do is load up the browser by clicking on the browser shortcut button in the toolbar and then going down to the plugin database submenu, making sure you've selected Installed, Effects, VST. Then click and drag on Fruity Compressor and drag and drop that onto the Insert 12 where the piano sound is linked. This will then bring up the Fruity Compressor. Compressors in audio production usually have 3 or 4 definable parameters depending on how complex or how detailed the compressor is. The threshold level is the dB level at which the source sound triggers the compressor. The ratio setting defines how much the sound is pulled down, and the gain setting decides how much the sound is increased. So in order to really hear this compression with full detail, let's put it through to its extremes by bringing the threshold down very slightly, pulling the ratio all the way up, and the gain all the way up as well. This might introduce some clipping, and bear in mind that when I play this sound back, it's going to sound quite loud. Bringing down the threshold even more will further exaggerate the effect, and what you'll tend to hear with compressors is it will bring up the release stage of a sound whilst pulling down the attack, meaning you'll often get sounds that will appear or perceived by the listener to be very washed out. What we'll now do is bring out the threshold even lower and continue changing these settings so that you can hear the effect this has on the original source sound. As you can hear, the sustain and release parts of the sound are brought up and made much louder, whilst the transient or the original attack stage of the sound is muted slightly. With the Fruity compressor, you can also change the type of compression from hard to soft. You can then also change the release and attack stages of the compressor, which essentially affect how quickly the Fruity compressor comes into action and how quickly it's left off after the threshold level is no longer exceeded. There are other types of compression, like multiband compression, but using the Fruity compressor is a great way of understanding compression. This is certainly a good idea as you'll be doing a lot of compressing sounds in audio production.